Begin. Hey, everybody out in podcast land and on American Hammers TV. We are the Columbus E13. Let me get my pals here into the stream. Marc, there's Marc. Hey, Marc, how you doing, buddy?
Just drinking through another season. Is it good? Is it bad? I don't know.
I think the jury is still out. And yes, believe it or not, tonight we have him in the flesh, live from Goodale Park. It's the Israel Iron. Hi, Eric.
Hey, boy.
Oh, we can see the rainbow.
That's what you were trying to show everybody.
The rainbow is because we're going to sign Pearson now that he's back.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, I started it off with a bang, baby.
Oh, I like it. I like it, bud.
All right, I'll get into position here. I'm in my COVID uniform.
I can see that. I was going to say for absolutely sure you must have had a day off.
No. Well, I mean, I changed. I got home. But, I mean, I've been doing court hearings looking like this. It's beautiful. So there's a couple good things about COVID. One is, like, you literally, for one of my court hearings, I didn't even wear pants. Now, don't tell the federal court about that.
Been there.
But, Yeah. It was freaking beautiful. I mean, I did it on purpose. But then again, everybody was probably doing it. So there. Happy COVID, everyone.
I like it. You've never looked more handsome, I got to tell you.
That's 5 o'clock shadows
Marc
to die
looking
for.
good.
Oh, yes, my emo revival haircut. Yeah.
Look at those bangs. I don't think I've ever seen you with this hair.
No, you've never seen me with hair this long before.
Dude, this is cuckoo. Everybody is like, it's like the ISS Enterprise out here, or like the evil Spock is about to take its on all. Look at Jerry. Jerry dressed up for the occasion today. He's
look at him.
Yeah, I had to cover up that Spuds shit. Oh yeah, turn it sideways. Turn it.
Turn it sideways.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Picture.
Now we can see you in all your glory. Yes. Okay, so like I said, we really are going to keep it short and sweet tonight. It'll almost be like a Hammers chat, like a Gonzo show. Like 12 minutes, and then we're out.
We'll take it. We got enough to talk about.
So, this is going to be our next to last podcast for this season. I feel like 95% confident that we are going to be in the Premier League next year. But as you both know, the results today leave us a small worry. Or do they not? No, they do. They definitely do.
I mean, like, I did the math in my head. You know what?
Yeah.
No, I think we're okay on goal differential and stuff. We would have to lose both.
It's like,
Premiership record-breaking stuff would have to happen. Like,
yes.
Beyond, like, any rational comprehension. But it is West Ham.
It is. That is the key thing to remember, as always.
If anyone is going to give up 13 goals in one match,
it's us, baby.
West Ham.
Especially if it's the Dollar General back there.
Or Roberto comes back.
Well, think about how pissed Man United is, though, losing that cup game. I don't know what that lineup was that they were playing, but they got smashed and they want to smash.
That was so weird.
We got to be careful about our goal differential, and that's going to be the key game. If we can keep that 1 or 2 goals, then I'm super confident for Villa. But how beautiful was that today? They fired Watford. Firing Pearson. What are you doing? I don't care what.
That was a smart move, right?
Oh my God! And suddenly Watford are right in it. Suddenly Watford. I mean, Villa is in the driver's seat now, and I'm telling you, that's what you get. That's what you get for just poor professionalism.
It does seem like an unbelievably stupid move.
Now I don't know who's in charge. If it's Hayden Mullins, who's a West Ham legend, but
no, he's in charge right now.
Yeah, I mean, but what the hell did you think was going to happen?
$120 million firing. So
Incredible.
And that's their third manager of the season.
3.
Yeah. When we always think like it's in a shit show, it's like, remember that there's a team that's like that.
Yeah,
and it gets portrayed as good.
Honestly, they don't deserve to be. And by the way, if Villa ends up being in the Premier, it's better for the league for Villa to be there. Bigger club, bigger history. Yeah. I'm not saying Watford, actually, they have some history. They're not like a small, tiny fan base. But
we're getting a real proper club back with Leeds next year.
You got Leeds and Villa. And, I mean, if COVID ever ends, you're going to have some crazy, crazy away days.
Oh, yeah.
West Ham.
So, Eric, you have I'm sorry, Israel Iron. You have
That's
some
my
family.
old school days.
you have some family that are like big Leeds fans. Is that correct?
My pops is a huge Leeds fan. Like, he was like freaking crying. I was so chuffed for him. He was in Wembley a few years back when they lost in the finals. But you don't understand. Like, they got automatic promotion. It was like such a relief. So I think he may survive like this without a heart attack. But no, I mean, Leeds, they're a massive club. I mean, it's so good for the Premiership. Their fans are incredible.
Indeed.
I mean, they show up. You see them out in championship matches. They're filling the stands.
Sure.
Marching on together, we're gonna see you win.
No other fight songs on this show, bro. No, West Ham. Okay.
Well, I was singing all after the match on Friday. I was just singing, "We all follow the way." I was like walking down the street. Saturday, I was singing. Sunday, I mean, there you go. I needed that.
So,
I mean, how good of a feeling was it? Wait. Okay, the first half, incredible. Second half, you knew we were going to give up a goal. We couldn't get a clean sheet in a freaking motel. You knew we were going to give up a goal, and then it was going to get dodgy, and it did. We played totally different in the second half, and that's down to Moyes. That's down to concentration. You know they're coming for it, and I can't watch this for another season. I can't watch this defendant for another season.
Your heart can't take it.
I can't fucking take it. Sorry about that.
No, it's okay, dude. We have a disclaimer for the profanity on the show, so you're just fine.
Okay, good. Well, I really didn't try to do that on purpose, but
it's emotional.
Look, it's difficult. It's so frustrating. I just want us to, first of all, can we fix our defense? It doesn't matter how many goals Antonio is going to freaking score. If we're still Swiss cheese, we let every single cross go in. We have no freaking back line.
Seems like a tall order, to be honest. I don't know why with the Moyes team, but it seems like a tall order to fix the defense.
Isn't that what we got Moyes for?
Yeah, I would think so, but it's not really working out that way. But I love how we jumped straight into talking about the game, especially because we got probably less than 20 minutes left. But Moyes, though, I understand that we have perhaps differing opinions on whether or not he should be our guy next year. I for one, I'm Team Moyes. The way I look at it is he came in 2 tough situations. He kept us up twice. Let's hope the rest of the week goes well. But his signings have been fantastic. Marc and I were talking about that last week.
And his consistency has been rubbish.
Yeah, but I mean, look, he's in a bad situation. You know, the team's not super good this year or whatever. But when the three of us were texting the other day, you had said something about bringing in Dyche.
Oh, well, I would. Oh, yeah, I don't think we can.
Oh, no. You weren't talking about Dyche. You were talking about,
Eddie Howe.
Eddie Howe, right.
Eddie Howe's done much more with much less than Moyes has ever done in his life. I mean, I know it's all gone wrong for them this year, but it was only a matter of time with that tiny fan base, and they can't splash the cash. I mean, their biggest signing was a couple of years ago was Junior Stanislas from us. who was a Hammers legend for us because he scored the winning goal against Millwall. But, I mean, if that's who you're relying on, I'm telling you, he performed a magic show. Bournemouth they're not a Premiership club.
But
I mean,
hasn't that dude never left Bournemouth in his life? Like he went to Burnley and it sputtered out, so he had to go crawling back to Bournemouth. Like how? Like would he get on in London? I feel like that's the skeptic's biggest point.
Maybe, but these guys motivate their team. They have good shape. They play attacking football, and I just want a manager that will make sure we don't let crosses in every time that the opponent, they always get behind us. They always get crosses in. We're always vulnerable in every situation. I mean, to be honest, Watford, they outplayed us. I don't know if they outplayed us to deserve any points from that match, but the second half was a different universe. It was a different universe. And
a different team for sure.
And I'm worried about that. Because even Pearson, he got sacked, but you saw in the second half, they came out and they freaking played for him. Are we coming out and busting hump for Moyes? I mean, I don't know if Moyes, instills that passion in the team.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're all really behind Moyes, if they quite believe in him. And he's had enough time.
I just definitely feel like we need to give the man his due. You know what I mean? He hasn't really had a full open wide shot with the team. You know what I mean? He's always cleaning up somebody else's mess. And I just feel like the work that he's done deserves it.
Yeah, I will give him this. You were right about the players that he brought in. Top quality. He hit his head on Bowen. Bowen, let's sign him up. Antonio, look, why are we wasting time? Why are we not signing him up for life, a hammer for life? I don't care if we go to the championship. Freaking sign him up.
I mean, Souček's already been signed.
No, I'm talking about Antonio. We're what are we waiting for? What the hell are we waiting for?
Did the Souček signing happen? Did it happen today or yesterday?
It happened yesterday, but it can't be officially announced yet.
Got it.
I said between Bowen and Antonio, we have Premiership players that will work there. They're West Ham players because that's all we want to see. We want to see the effort. We don't want to see any heads down. We want to see fight. And they will fight for you to the final minute. Unless you're David Moyes and then you take off Antonio in that Brighton game, you take him off with 20 minutes to go, and then we end up drawing 3-3.
I don't know. I don't know that claim of yes, Watford were the better team in that second half. I don't know if you can walk out that claim that Moyes doesn't have them motivated for a full 90 minutes. I heard that under every previous manager. That's a West Ham way as much as anything, is just sitting back and, we have a 1-0 lead and then we're just content to park the bus.
Football
That's transcended. Yeah.
Yeah, you could be right. Just look, I'm not there in the training ground. None of us are there in the training ground. These are all our opinions, but obviously. But yeah, there's definitely evidence that supports that claim as well. I think I have some because look what happened when they filed Pearson. The Watford players, they were pissed.
Oh yeah,
that was their guy. They loved him. And if we sacked Moyes right now, I don't think people would really care. I don't know.
I think you're right, and I think that has to do as much with the current squad makeup as anything, and the number of egos, the number of people that don't give a shit about the club. It's the characters that came out. Antonio was one of them. Noble was a mainstay, but who are those long-term people? Not there. Yeah.
What do we think about? What do we think about who are definite people we need to keep? Well, I don't know Kev, it's your show. I don't know which way you're going to go.
Dude, you're right. No, you go ahead. These are
I don't know.
I think
people, in my opinion, people we need to keep. Got to keep. Well, obviously the new signings, so we won't even talk about them. But Antonio, 150%.
Oh my God, sign him, please.
Okay.
Wait. What's the status, Mark? What's the status with that?
His contract's up next season. And
yeah, but they're supposedly going to give him a new something or other definitely before this next season starts. I was under the impression probably right at the end of this season.
You know what's something we don't have? So we have Noble, but look at teams if you look back, like Liverpool, players like Gerrard that stay with you the whole freaking way through. Now Noble is kind of a throwback in that sense, right? But Antonio, he should be that player. Now the only thing is he's injury prone.
Yeah, but he's already said that he wants to end his career at West Ham.
Yeah, but a lot of players, say that. Didn't Frank Lampard say that once? No, actually, he probably didn't. He never said that.
Fat Frank in the
like,
house.
You think like amid all this, Aaron Cresswell has been a Hammer longer than Antonio, and he's under contract.
What do you think about his play as a player?
Move him on. They talk about a left back as a priority signing for this offseason. You need like a left back, a right back, and a third, and you need a new center back to replace Balbuena.
His play has dropped significantly.
What happened to the general? I mean, he doesn't get as much play time.
None of these guys.
I was talking about Cresswell. I think Balbuena, though, is we have to have some substitutes, right? He's not a bad guy to have.
But he's not going to force either Agbana or Issa Diop, who's had his moments off the ball this season, out of a job.
But
we never properly replaced James Tompkins, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but someone's going to get freaking hurt. It's West Ham.
Oh yeah.
So who we have coming off the bench? We need a bench.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We need a new center back. We need like a fourth center back. We need some actual left and right backs. I mean, I would like to see Ben Johnson show up next season, like in a starting role. But
he was out of his depth. He caught on.
He started a little.
Yeah, he got better.
You can see the talent. It was a big occasion, though. The occasion was a bit too big for him. Now, I mean, what do we think about Fredericks? I mean, they get behind Frederick every single time. Like, the guy lets every cross in. He gets duped every time. He has speed, but that's it. Like, why does he get picked is what I'm saying.
These are obviously people I would move on if I could. If I was going to add to that list, besides Antonio, I figure you give Fabianski another year. At
least give him.
I also think for a second year, like as far as it's easy to say you want to purge everybody from last season and the last 2 years, to be honest, but it's like Hilaire and Fornals. I would keep around.
I would keep them too.
Oh, Fornals.
I don't know. Does he become a squad player? I mean, he's too much money for a squad player, but
he has provided nothing in attack. I like his hustle as of late, but man, going forward, he's just looking to give it up right away.
I think that work rate is enough to be like, okay, so where do you fit in this new system? You're clearly supposed to be a number 10, but you're on a wing. Can you be converted? I doubt it, but we could find out.
Fornals came into the league, even his first, month or two playing for West Ham, and even said, wow, this is really, really different. And then all of a sudden in the middle of the year looked fantastic. Like he was really, really catching on. It's only been recently. It's kind of like, what have you done for me lately? And Fornals isn't really doing it for many people, especially in attack, just like Eric said. But I know
the effort's appreciated.
For sure. Yeah. For sure.
Yeah. No, I think if we're going to talk about this new system that Moyes wants to build, which, I think for the record, I'm with you, Kevin. Give him a year or, let him go into next season. Give him a full transfer window. But, I mean, he has to start showing results sooner rather than later. And then we can figure out some of these longer-term issues, in the background.
But, I mean, look at it this way. Okay, I agree with what you're saying. So let's say I think that what's going to end up happening is that we give him the year. At least we give him the year. I think he's going to get a full transfer window. Now, for you guys, as longtime West Ham fans, what kind of final position next year would paint a picture of success for his year?
I think in the short term, anyway. Again, can he remake the back line?
17.
17. I mean, are you guys talking about
17 every
top
year?
4?
No, it's I think my short-term measures of success would be could he reform that back line? Can he figure out a way to keep Antonio and Hilaire both playing up top? Yep. And can he solve this mental toughness issue where it's you're not dropping points, however many points that were dropped from winning positions this year?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, how many times
dropping the points from the winning positions? Absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's like every time we go up 1-0, I'm like, we're going to need about 5 more if we want any points. And lo and behold, we drop points.
Yep.
And we don't get the goals.
Yeah.
And
I agree. Has anybody else seen the videos of the guy from Wigan that he's scouting?
No,
I haven't seen that. But
okay, so
Wigan's a bit surprising this year.
I was watching. I was looking at Gonzo's show like the day after the Watford game. He is very much in camp. Give Moyes a chance. Obviously, I mean the titles of his shows say right across it. Give him a chance. So I guess the day after Watford, Moyes did not take the day off. Didn't do it like he went to he went to the Wigan game.
I
they
did
were playing
see that.
Charlton.
Yeah.
Yeah, Josh Collin was playing.
That's right. But that's they say
we don't care about our academy people.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say that. I love that Cullen guy, by the way. When he lost his tooth on the field, oh man, that was just awesome. The bloody mouth was just like, ooh, horrifying, but so cool. Hey,
it's Heather. It's the good Heather. Oh, I'm kidding. She says hello.
Hey, that was a female.
What, you support Tottenham? What? No, I'm kidding.
We absolutely shit on Spurs.
No, we don't like that Tottenham talk in here for sure. That's why that dressed up Jerry back here. He looked so much more handsome in that maiden jersey anyway. I might leave that on him. Doesn't really fit me. Makes me look like, man teats are just not the look. But I was just surprised to see a female in the background, dude. I thought your boyfriend was going to be back there for sure.
I mean, that's what everybody thought, and I'm sorry to disappoint.
You got rainbows coming out the front, You're wearing a muscle shirt. I was a little aroused, but whatever. Anyway, so
hard to believe, but yes.
What I was going to say is that Moyes instantly went to work. This is a guy that he is preparing for next season. I think that there's no way that we can't automatically so Pellegrini had us finish, what was it, 10 or 11 last year? Was it 10 or 11? 10? Okay. And that was kind of a rally at the end to get up at that high, wasn't it? Weren't we mulling around 14, 15 with
who can forget losing your first 4 matches?
Yeah. It wasn't super good.
Yeah.
That's right. They lost the first 4 matches. So look, it's just like the memes always say, they get my hopes up, they crush my dreams. I start over again, like the whole recycle I love West Ham meme. But here we are at the end of the season. We think we're going to be in the Premier League next year. It looks like it with 2 games left. We'll talk about that in just a minute. But I'm thinking good things with Moyes at the beginning of a season and a full transfer window, dude. I've got high hopes again.
I agree, Kev. He as much as I would prefer Pearson or Howe, he does deserve a shot. I agree with you about that.
I think he's going to get it.
Oh, he'll definitely get it.
Right.
Now the number one thing for us, unfortunately, is 17th place. That's what it is right now. But if we're putzing around or around 17th place again next season, then we need something totally new.
Okay, so for you, a benchmark of success is higher than 17.
Well, no,
I'm feeling like we're probably going to be okay.
I'm thinking survival. Survival is number one.
Oh yeah,
that's the benchmark for success every year.
That is the benchmark, and look how long it took us to get that this year. I don't want a heart attack already.
Dude,
but you've already been there.
I know, and it's every year. I just don't expect Moyes to take us to these ridiculous heights. Now with Everton, he was able to get consistent, but he never won any cups. He never got silverware with them. So I mean, yeah, it's all nice and good, but if you ask anybody from Everton, they respect him, but they needed to move on.
Right.
And I'm worried that he's gonna flatline at some point. and
Yeah.
I don't know if he can
Like
take
any
us
of
to
these
the heights that
managers.
Well, yeah,
Well,
I mean,
my brother-in-law is a big Everton fan, and there have been like the past 3 years he was going to come down for the Everton match. He just like hits me, he just texts me every time, and he's like, "Oh my God, I'm glad that guy's not our manager anymore." So
there you go.
you know,
Take it from
he's the
Everton
only
fan.
like real like full-time Everton fan that I know. My brother-in-law Dion, but he's not a fan. He's not a Moisey fan at all. I keep leaning forward to this new mic stand. I got this like tabletop thing, and I think I kind of hate it.
Not a
Anyway,
fan.
all right, so we got only a
That's
couple
because,
minutes left. Let's
I
talk
have
about
to
these
cover
last
my-
two games because we're probably not going to have another show before they happen. Although the show next week, I'm hoping both of you guys can be on one more time. I'm going to get as many people from the group all in the same call all at once, like
I'll
kind
make
of
it
like
do.
as a send-off for the season. So, but let's talk about, okay, first of all, let's talk about tomorrow for Manchester United. What do you think's going to happen, Mark?
I think they're going to lose. They're going to lose 1-0.
Okay. Yikes.
Yeah. Well, I feel like they have more to play for at this point. And yeah, I can't watch this game. So for the games that I have been able to watch, they've been abysmal. So
You can't watch it all? Work getting in the way?
Yeah, unfortunately. So I'm just gonna go on superstition with that one, and they lose
All right.
1-0.
What about you, Beardy Locks?
I mean, I can never bet against West. Like, it's just, I can't, but I think we're going to get battered. I honestly do. Tomorrow is going to be so important damage control wise. We got to keep our massive goal difference so that we're coming into a Villa like nice and calm. So it's damage. Tomorrow's damage limitation, as long as it's not worse than 2, 3 tops. If we start going 4, then our confidence is all good. But I'm not going to say we're going to lose. I'm just telling you we're going to get battered. I can't bet against myself ever.
Okay, so you're thinking a battering and a
I'm
draw.
the worst gambler ever. Yeah.
Coming from a man that's a fan of a team with Betway on their shirts. So that's good. Okay, so I'm actually thinking a draw tomorrow. I don't think we're going to come out of there getting nothing. So I'm kind of looking at a 2-2 draw. I really don't have a good reason for thinking that other than the fact that we have somehow or another been able to score, even though, albeit it's against teams that, like me and Mark could go out and score on tomorrow. Not saying that Mark.
You play what's in front of you.
But if he's feeding me, it better be a 96-year-old woman in goal. So,
well, I can see us getting 2. I mean, he scores when he wants. He scores when he wants. He's Mikel Antonio. He scores when he wants.
He scores for West Ham.
I hope he gets one. I really do. But I think it's going to be a 2-2. My guess is a 2-2 draw. I predicted the 3-1 win.
You did.
I didn't get all the goals right, but I predicted 3-1 last week.
I think Bowen's going to put one in. Bowen's going to put one in, maybe.
You know what? Bowen needs one. Ever since that one on the second game he started, you know what I mean? He's been great with awesome with the assists, but he needs to put one in. All right, so 2-2 draw from me for Manchester United. What about Villa on Sunday? Let's start with you, Eric.
Oh, God. Look, I mean, to predict look what happened today.
Does it matter what happens tomorrow?
Not.
No.
No, I don't think so. But
no.
I think it'll be a draw. I think it'll be a draw. Villa obviously will want it bad, but I just think that we have more talent than Villa, and I think we're gonna want to play. We're gonna want to show up. Yeah. Everybody's saying West Ham's already gonna be at the beach. That's not how it works. It's the last game. We're going to be up for it.
We can't be at the beach on that game. I mean, did you watch that Villa Arsenal game today? Did you watch it?
Well, yeah. I got to see some of it.
They wanted that. Of course, blood was in the water from the early game already. So, credit to them for coming to play. But to be able to see them just turn it on like that, I was like, oh, yikes.
I would be happy if Watford go down and Villa stay up.
Okay.
I take that outcome.
Okay.
I mean, I think for the Villa match, though, I want to say that's a win. I want to say that they come out saying that they're still motivated and that they want something to play for, since by my timeline, they haven't had enough points on their own back to succeed and be safe yet, despite what you guys are saying. Draws, you suckers. But yeah, I want to say 2-0. I want to say that the permanent Moyes era gets off on the right foot, that he inspires some mental toughness, and that they can keep a clean sheet and say they can take that into the offseason with them.
And so that's what
we're gonna
Sunday?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're about to see if they're going to play some Moyes.
Mark with a positive result on his prediction. Like, Mark is always the guy that's like, oh my God.
Everything I believed was shat. I've been saying they're going to finish 17th since January, and they're currently 16th. Right. What is this nonsense?
Right. You're just completely wrong. You're just way off base.
Remember, I'm like, guys, relax. This is not West. This is not for real. This is like mad. This is like Candyland. This is not even close to being, into the season. But I will say this: if we show up against Villa and we got nothing really to play for, that's going to be a good sign for Moyes in the future. We're about to see if we're going to show up and play. If he can get us to play well, then hats off to him. And
there you go.
And I'm 100% behind him.
I'm telling you, it'll happen. It'll happen, and we're going to be talking about 13th place come September.
Like the 13th place. Woo! All right, buds. All right, so I'm going to predict a 2-0 win. I actually had that written right here before we even started asking. So I think Villa, we're going to get a 2-0 win. So I'm just going to go. It's not very often that Mark and I come out with the same prediction as well. I think it happened maybe once this entire season, and it was a good thing. I can't remember what game it was, but okay, that's enough of that.
I want to say it was a draw even, but a draw was good for this season.
You know what? It was a draw. That's what it was. We both predicted a draw. I can't remember what day.
Oh, Everton.
I can't remember. I haven't picked up any Prevagen in kind of a long time. By the way, the Prevagen is the old guy fish oil pills. Not a sponsor of the show, but maybe I could work on that, and then I can remember something. I can remember something when you're nipper snappers on the show.
You're having a senior moment.
All right. Well, yeah. For me, every moment is a senior moment. All right, guys, listen. Thank you so much for taking time out in your evening. It's 8:03 p.m. here in Columbus, Ohio, and the crew is on television. If any of you guys are going to tune into that, we just got done with the
only team we like that wins.
Right. Well, if we had any fans in the stands at the crew games right now, we could be like, we are top of the league. We are top of the league. In any case, love you guys. Miss you guys.
Love you guys.
If you're watching us on American Hammers TV on YouTube, don't forget to hit like and subscribe and hit the notification button down there somewhere so that you know when the bell goes off and then all great things start to happen. Plus, you should tune into our show more often because look at this beefcake in the lower screen, man. Wow, what a sex pot.
It's the honk with a Bluetooth.
Anyway, stay on the text and keep that Facebook Messenger open tomorrow, you guys. I love you, and I'll see you soon. And we are the Columbus E13. Come on, you Irons.
Come on, you Irons. All together now.